Woo, what a week it was. It was exciting. I mean, it was huge swings. It was up, it was down. It was SpaceX at the end. It was SpaceX dragging her feet, trying to get everybody excited. The market give us plenty of options, whether you're a bull or a bear. Our watch list is looking good. We're thinking about some new stocks for it. But hey, let's just get together and talk about this crazy week that was here on Friday after the bell. Greetings, and salutations to all my brothers and sisters of the trade out there. I hope the trading world finds you well. I know it finds you excited. What an incredible week it was. Last Friday was a huge red day, Monday green, Tuesday red. The Bears, the Bulls, everybody celebrating or mourning the loss, one or the other. But it was a great week for trading. And if you're a trader, you got to appreciate those kinds of weeks because they're the great time for us to get in and make hay when the sun shines. And what else can we talk about? Hey, first and foremost, SpaceX. SpaceX rolls out. It was just as exciting as I thought it would be. And although, we really didn't get a chance to get in there and play much with it, it's all right. It's fun to watch those kinds of things because you have a huge IPO coming out, and right on the doorstep is Anthropic coming right in behind it. So we see how SpaceX trades, we see when it trades, we see what happens, and we get a little bit of experience on something that huge. It's never been done, so nobody can tell you exactly how it's going to go. Now we know how it's going to go, and we're ready for the next one. But what a ride! I mean, they wanted to open. The bid was 135 and went up to 175 and then down to 150 and 160. I mean, it was all over the place. I mean, wicks were striking people out. It was an exciting time, and it's an exciting thing to watch. It was exciting, and it was just everything I thought it would be. And that's going to be a massive company for our lifetime. Let's just face it. If our lifetime, SpaceX is going to be a huge company. So you get all these people talking about, oh, well, it's overvalued, it's over this, it's over that. Forget nonsense. What do we really think that SpaceX is going to drop and trade the same price as like Uber or some other $100 stock? Give me a break. Do you think Starbucks is as valuable as SpaceX? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. So I have no problem with getting in there, buying SpaceX stock at a reasonable price, dollar cost averaging, and for years to come. That's a great long-term hold. We don't talk about long-term holds that much here, but that's a great long-term hold. And if that thing doesn't, I mean, it'll split many times in the future. It'll be one of those stocks they say, hey, if you put $1,000 into SpaceX when it IPO'd, you'd have this much money right now. How could it not be? Are you telling me that, I mean, they're going to harvest asteroids. They're wanting to go to Mars. I'm not even talking about Starlink and all the insane possibilities there. What happens if it links up with Tesla and they form as one company, and then you got the robots and autonomous driving and the whole kit and caboodle going on right there? I mean, let's just face facts. Elon Musk is a freaking genius. And if you don't like the guy, it doesn't matter. You got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, you can go ahead and hate on him all you want for whatever reason. I don't care. But look at all the stuff he's doing. I mean, come on. Did we ever think we'd hear somebody talking about, yeah, we're going to go harvest asteroids? I mean, give me a break. I mean, that's just crazy stuff. That's like Jetson stuff. I mean, going to Mars, like, come on. That's just, and it's going to be a great thing. The options are going to be coming on that. I think the options are going to be rich for a long time. So we'll have to see how the option markets develop. I'm sure the people over at the SIBO and all these option making people are just crazy on top of it next week. I think it'll be next week. I think they'll get them out as fast as possible. But let's look at the rest of the market. The SPY was down a couple percent this week, along with the Qs. Even though SpaceX came out, the Qs took a hit, a couple, 2-3% there, somewhere in between. I didn't quite see how it finished out because, hey, I'm out here talking to you. And also the IWM. And even though that the IWM, with all this big cap stock and all this mega cap stock talk, the little guys finished up 1%. So, hey, score one for the little guys on that. And, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start now pulling away from our space trades. We're going to start letting that drone trades kind of level off a little bit. And we're going to start looking into more of the energy sector. We're going to start looking at, another thing. SpaceX is talking about building data centers in space. So we're going to start looking more back into data centers, the nuts and bolts of it, the picks and shovel trades in that. And in between energy, utilities, as well as quantum computing, as well as the data center build out, I think that's really going to be the next focus of where all the big sharks like to swim. And hey, I'm just going to go hang out with those guys. Chip stocks really look strong, except for NVIDIA. AMD has just been a face ripping stock this whole year. I remember when it was $100 a few months ago, and now look at it, it's just off the chain. And NVIDIA, a little bit of a dog, but Intel up another 15% this week. And once those stocks get into the government portfolio, IPO, I'm telling you, they're not going to let them drop and fail. And that's why these quantum computing stocks interest me so much. Rigetti is my main one that I like. But hey, maybe you like D-Wave or whatever the case may be. Maybe you think GFS is going to be the one in the end gets whatever the case may be. You do you with your money. I mean, it's your money, it's your risk, and after all, I mean, we're not having financial advice here. We're just talking about different stocks that might interest you. Everybody can make plays. Everybody can win. We can both have complete opposite opinions on a stock, play completely two different ways, and both of us make money on it. And obviously, unless we just buy the complete diametric opposite right here. But if I do a put and you do a call, or whatever strategy we do, based on the time, we can both win in the trade. So there's money for everybody to be made. So don't get caught up thinking, you have to be one way or the other. Always be diverse, play both sides of it, and keep yourself just ringing the register is the main goal of the whole thing. Two things to notice: CRWV and RKLB, Rocket Labs, that we've been playing, both are going into the NASDAQ. Now, that's going to be a big thing. When stocks go into the NASDAQ, they go up. It's a big recognition for them. It's a big move, just in the overall business model. It's just going to be a great thing for them. Now, both of them are laying down right now. They're both down. They're both running, I think, somewhere around that $95 range. Now, Rocket Labs is on a complete free fall today, of course, and CRWV is a lunatic asylum to trade as a stock, but it does have rich premium. And if you can take it and your heart can take it, CRWV is actually a fun trade. Now, at the end, when you lose, it's still going to be fun. We don't care. We take the losses. We hate to lose. We don't ever want to take a losing trade, but we're smart enough to know that losing is just part of the game. And in another side note on that, you don't have to have an 80% win rate to be a profitable trader. You could have a 40% win rate and be an absolute great profitable trader. Trading comes down to how you manage your risk, how long you're going to hold on to those losers, how far you let your winners run. So don't ever get caught up in thinking, oh man, I only have a 60% win rate, 70% win rate. If you're not profitable, that's what you need to look at. And, always kind of size up what you're doing. If you feel like you're taking a slump, get in there and get to the nuts and bolts of your own trade and look at your losers and say, what did I do here? Did I have a loser? I mean, and sometimes the stock just wins. Sometimes you just lose. Hey, sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes you lose. Either way, just pay attention to it and always have a good portfolio health mentally of what's going on inside your portfolio. Know when everything's expiring. Know, hey, this has got 21 days left. I might want to look at that and see if I want to roll that position, close that position, adjust it or whatever. But with the market trading as crazy as it does, you can't go on past information that says, well, 10 years ago that this was always a winning trade. Well, that's great and that's fine, but this is not your grandfather's market. It's not your father's market. It's not even your older brother's market. This market in the past 2 to 3 years has traded so crazy and such violent swings and huge V bottoms and everything else. It would be almost a fool's errand to just assume that the way things were, the way things are going to be. So get in there and just make sure you're trading the stock market. Make sure you're trading the current market. Make sure you're trading your hand. You're keeping your buying power strong. And we're looking at what's in play. Hey, we've been playing rockets and drones and all these things leading up to SpaceX IPO. Thank you very much. We'll take it easy. We'll ride out into the sunset and we'll go on to new things, such as the energy and utilities part. But I don't want to hold you up, but I do want to go over our watch list to see where we're at in the watch list. And, we always want to make sure that we're watching the watch list, just to keep us honest. So let's check out what's been going on over there and see if anything's new.